Hello, Borida. This is Kathleen and Philip here with your next story from Open the Book. This is our Open the Book story and it's called A Jar and a Jug. A jar, something like this one for keeping flour in, and a jug, something like this one for keeping oil in. So let's read our story together called A Jar and a Jug.
Last week we saw how God looked after Elijah by sending ravens with food in their beaks for his breakfast. Can anyone remember what Elijah had to drink? Yes, he drank water from a stream. In today's story, though, things have got worse. It hasn't rained for a very long time. There is a drought, and the stream has dried up. Whatever will Elijah do now?
So let's open the book to our story and read the story called The Jar and the Jug.
Elijah survived for a long time in his raven restaurant, but because there was no rain, the brook eventually dried up. And Elijah said,
"What now, God? I'll die of thirst if I stay here."
And God replied,
"I am the real God, remember? Not some statue made of sticks and stones. So I've planned ahead. There's a widow who lives in the town of Zarephath, not far from here. Go and stay with her. She will take care of you."
So Elijah went to Zarephath, and there he found a widow picking sticks up from the ground. And Elijah said to her,
"Excuse me, may I have some bread and water, please?"
The woman stopped picking up the sticks and stared at Elijah and said,
"I don't have any bread. All I have is a handful of flour in a jar and a few drops of oil in a jug. I'm picking up these sticks to make a little fire. Then I will bake a cake, and my son and I will eat the cake and die, for that is all we have left."
It was a very sad story, and Elijah felt sorry for the widow. But then he remembered God was the real God, not some statue made of sticks and stones. And God had told him that the widow would take care of him. So Elijah told the woman what to do.
"Now then, you must trust me, for I serve the real God. And he has promised to take care of us. Make me a cake out of what you have in your jar and in your jug. And then make a cake for yourself and for your son too. And I promise that what is in the jar and in the jug will never run out."
The woman trusted Elijah. She did what he told her. And just as he promised, no matter how much flour she took from the jar or how much oil she poured from the jug, there was always some flour and some oil left. And so Elijah lived through the drought, even though it lasted 3 whole years, with the help of ravens in the ravine and with oil and flour from a widow's jar and jug, and most of all because he trusted the real God and not some statue made of sticks and stones.
That was great, wasn't it? So we see how God kept his promise to Elijah. And none of the people in today's story died because of the drought. Let's close our eyes and imagine how the widow felt in the story. Just enough food and water for one more day. I wonder if you would have helped Elijah. Would you have shared your very last bit of drink and food? I'm going to say a prayer now, and if you'd like to make it your prayer, you can say Amen with me at the end. Dear God, we thank you that you care about people all over the world who don't have enough food. Help us to care about them too, and do what we can to help them. Amen.
Amen.